YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, Moto. Sorry. It's just what I heard.
It was right there.
Yeah, it was
I
right
walked
there.
right into that.
Hello, YouTube. And maybe other platforms coming in.
Maybe if Meta wants to wake up.
It's quite warm in this room.
It is quite warm in this everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 96 degrees out today, according to the weather, which means obviously, I mean, according to like the weather app or whatever.
Yeah. Mm.
But like, it doesn't ever feel like that when you go outside, because usually you go outside onto blacktop and the black heat is just...
It's just radiating. Yeah, I went out to my car earlier and it was 102.
Yeah, in your car?
In my car.
Or not, well, your car says the outside temperature.
Yeah, it was gross. Mm-hmm.
Our car is black, so when we
No.
were heading home yesterday, it was like we'd get into the car and it was like 113. I was like, I don't think, well, maybe.
Maybe.
This car is probably that much on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, we are live on Facebook.
Facebook,
Yay.
hello.
Check it out.
We're getting there.
But it'll be like 70 in like on
Thursday.
That'd
Which
be
is nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
I'm a cold weather person, so like right now I'm just like, I'm dreaming of my central air unit at home, just like,
Instagram.
Hello, all the people.
Everybody's
It's coming
here.
this way. You got it. Here we are, day 2 of our Pride Auction charity extravaganza.
ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Extravaganza. And we're raising money for the Trevor Project this month. Yeah.
All month, we've been raising money for the Trevor Project. With our Unifit collection, 10% of the proceeds to any purchase of any item in the Unifit collection is going to the Trevor Project this year, or this month. And for yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we are doing an auction for 3 specially made rainbow items. Yesterday, we sold the operator system. Do you know what that went for at the end?
600.
600.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. All of that money is going to the Trevor Project. We're not keeping anything. It's not a portion of the proceeds. That is a pure donation. And then, so now we have the cloak on.
Yes, Cloak is currently live and it already has bids in.
It already has 4 or 5 bids in,
Yeah.
and it's at around $500.
Yes. Last we checked, it was 500. For those of you who did participate in the auction first time around, and of course we had a conversation in Discord earlier, we were able to find a different system with our plugin that we use to make the auctions happen. And so now if somebody bids at that like 4 seconds before the auction ends, like what happened with the op system, it'll extend the auction by another 60 seconds. So that way, I guess it's called like popcorn bidding or something. But if you do get like Q sniped right at the end, you have another breath to refresh the page, try to get back in. Yeah. People really want these rainbow one-of-a-kind pieces.
They are one-of-a-kind pieces. The operator system was all black material with rainbow stitching. We've got the rainbow stitching and obviously the rainbow satin lining on these cloaks. So they're just fun. We love doing this every year, and we've done this now. I think the 3rd year we've done a sort of rainbow product, and it's always fun coming up with like, what are we going to make and how are we going to do it, and like, can we find rainbow thread? Like that was the first thing. We've got a couple of spools of that. We're good. The rainbow thread is to stay.
We got it.
Yeah. Given that we only do 1 or 2 products and the thread has 6,000 yards on it, I think we're probably good for a good 10 years.
A little more, yeah.
Rainbow products.
Yeah, and I know our focus for like choosing these 3 products, because we have the Doom Cloak, the Marquee Cape, and the Op System, it's kind of with our whole theme of the month, which is like Unifit, and trying to find products that kind of fit as many body types as possible. And so these were 3 products that were easy for us to kind of say, okay, it's a no-brainer. We're really focusing on the Unifit collection as part of this month's initiative, as well as everything else we're doing this month. So we wanted to find 3 kind of open products that weren't size restricted.
They have no size restrictions. These are one size. There's plenty of extra room on the straps, so basically anyone can wear these, and So that sort of fit. It also allowed us to have them made in time
Yeah.
for the event. So
Which is cool too, because it's cool being able to say like, this is what you're getting.
yeah.
It's
as
right
soon as,
here.
As soon as these are done, we can ship these
Ship
out.
them off. Yeah, definitely. So another thing that I don't think we touched upon, besides how fun they are to just go
Yes.
wee. So we also have these Volante scratch cards going on throughout this month. So if you spend $350 or more, or if you buy anything off the Unific collection, or you can buy them individually, you can get a Volante scratch card, which is worth at least $20 or more. We sell them for $15, and all the entire proceeds of those scratch cards will be going to the Trevor Project as well. And there are discounts. We've been giving away some mugs, some play mats, one prize item that I don't think many people have announced before yet, but it is. I will announce it since I can, which is talons. So kind of one of our bigger prize items is a free pair of talons.
Nice.
So really cool because we just recently got some talons in, and
Brand
I
new,
know
brand new version.
brand new version, washable, machine washable. So you folks going to the Ren Fair and getting all dirt and sweat and whatever, you can toss them in the
And
washer.
beer, ale.
And beer, and probably
Yeah.
that more than anything
Yeah,
else.
turkey legs that are actually pigs. Yeah, those sorts of things.
Those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Someone asked, is it worth it to make smaller rainbow items for next year, like Vanguard bracers or Techos?
It's possible. That might. In this case, it's like the auction is about making sort of a big thing, and so the Vanguard would be sort of counter to that concept.
Yeah.
Although that doesn't mean we can't come up with a way to make little items make sense within like sort of a bigger initiative.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the answer is probably never no. I say probably because they're, can't say never no. But if there's ever an idea, we're super active in Discord, so come toss your ideas in Discord. If we hear about it enough, like you're on Discord every day, I'm on Discord every day. So if it's fresh in our minds, it'll also be something that we will more easily consider.
We could do like a whole battle set. The skirt or the tasset,
The sling.
the sling, and
Yep.
like talons, and maybe like some spats.
That'd be sick.
Just a full set.
Full
and that's
rainbow.
That's one. Yeah.
The Rainbow Warrior.
Let's see. Someone asked, do you deliver to Bulgaria, a country on the Balkan Peninsula?
Yes. Yes.
And
With one exception, which is that some licenses do not allow us to ship
Yes.
Outside of the United States, and so those items are restricted. Like Star Trek is a good example. But all of our original stuff and anything, if there is a restriction, it says it on the product page, probably.
Yes. It'll always say it on the product page, and as well, if there are any questions, if you're like really not sure, do send us an email, info@volantedesign.us. Our customer service team is more than happy to just double check your area and make sure that everything fits.
And someone else asked, do you still plan to keep the Devil May Cry collaboration?
So far, yes. Actually, we just renewed that. So it'll be around for another few years at the very least.
We love DMC stuff too. I mean, where else can you get the big thunderbolts?
Yeah.
And the,
It's an excuse to go over the top.
it's a great excuse to go over the top.
I had something that came into my mind and now it's totally gone, but that's fine. Totally, no big deal.
It'll come back right when we press end.
Oh yes,
Oh,
there was
perfect.
something that I heard. So you can. This is totally off script, but was there something about matching?
Yes. So we have learned that throughout the whole month of June, all of our donations will be matched. So we will be literally down to the wire on the end of June, making sure that
With these items.
with these items, with everything we've done,
Yeah.
we're going to be making sure that those donations get in at the end of June so that it'll be matched.
Yeah.
So that's
So
really,
they all have to go in, I think, on the 29th.
I believe,
Yeah.
I
So
believe something around there.
yeah. So our whole we're planning to get our do all of our math and make sure that it all is so that we can put in our donation right at the end and get that matched, which is super cool.
It's really
very
rad.
exciting. So that helps. That is, I think, besides the potential of getting a cool cloak or cape, that is one good reason to donate with us as opposed to sort of directly, because the same money is going, all that money is going in, but it's getting matched.
Yeah,
Doubled.
absolutely. And you might really get to score a cool thing. Like one thing that's really great about these pieces, besides just being like absolutely glorious, this is the only one we've made. Same with the op system, same with the Doom Cloak. If you were someone who really wants to be like that person of like, I'm the only person to own this, this is the time.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, it's nice because you get to give to a great purpose, you get a really cool item, and you get to be the only person that can have bragging rights that you have this. So, yep, all products were made in-house.
Yep.
They're one wonderful, amazing Emily, who hand sewed everything here, which was great.
I think they must have added a fusible to this. The satin is like, it's thinner on, it's thinner than this, but it has such a nice weight.
It does have a nice weight. I will say too, I tried the Doom Cloak on last week, I think, or the week before, and I still, every time I put on a Doom Cloak, I'm surprised how hefty it is. I'm like, this is like rugged. This is cool. Solid.
Yeah.
Another cool thing too, I believe it's the same for the Doom as the Marquee. If you have another version of these products, you can swap out, what is it called again?
The armor, the pauldron.
The armor, the pauldron, yes.
Yeah, so this matches the other Doom Cloaks and the TRF capes and things like, and the Marquee capes and stuff. So this is the same structure of the armor. So you could have, if you wanted to go slightly more subtle for whatever reason, you could take the cloak off and wear it with, you could just have a little bit of rainbow with your Doom Cloak, or vice versa, obviously.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Like if somebody, I'll definitely be stalking socials because if somebody buys one of these and has another one, I want to see if they mix and match.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's like a nice, cool afterthought. What else is going on? So kind of reiterating some of just what we're doing this month. Trevor Project, we're raising money for them. Our friend Erica Ishii was so great to kick us off for this whole month of initiative. Everything in our Unifit collection, 10% of those proceeds will directly go to the Trevor Project. We're also selling scratch cards, which each card is worth at least $20 or more of the value. You can buy them either individually for $15, you can buy a pack for $50, a pack of 4 for $50, or any order over $350, you get one for free.
Cool. So the Doom Cloak the auction is open now. It's been open for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
It will close around 2 p.m. tomorrow. It's supposed to close at 2 p.m., but if it extends based on last minute bids, and at 2 p.m. tomorrow, the Marquee Cape will open up, and that'll be the last one.
The last one, yeah. And we're still doing things throughout the end of June, so even though this is like our big auction week extravaganza, you still have until literally the last day of June in order to take part in any of these initiatives for some really cool stuff and for a really great cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Solid.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a lovely afternoon.
Have a lovely afternoon.
Try not to melt.
Yeah, please don't melt.